What's up, guys? Welcome to the second video of this playlist/course. Let's talk about the bear market. Now, in the last video, we unraveled how a crypto cycle works. We understand that there are certain periods where the market goes bullish, where the market goes bearish. We understand when they can roughly happen and how we can anticipate on them. As I said before, these are very useful things because planning really gives you an advantage. A prepared man, again, is not worth twice but thrice its value. Now, let's talk about the bear markets because eventually, as much as we are in the bull market right now and that we will likely see upside momentum in the next coming months or so, we will enter a bear market again. And the same mistakes will happen over and over again, and always do. And I want you to be aware of that. This is something not a lot of people talk about. This is bear market behavior, the 3 stages of the bear market. And why is it called like that? Because it's very, very simple, guys. So what we have here is a full-blown bull market. And then we have a bear market, bull market, bear market, and so on and so on. Now, a lot of people do not pay attention to this momentum and to this momentum and of course this momentum right here. So what's happening after a bull market? The first dip, this is the dip where people scream, you must buy because we'll go one leg higher. This is so fucking common, I swear. You will sooner or late, you will realize that this is a very common thing after a bull market. We will see higher, you should buy the dip. Then what happens eventually is, yes, the market does see a dip incoming, and then a reversal happens. And people are screaming, oh, the bull market is back. We're going to go one leg higher, then I take my profits. And then guess what happens? The second stage of the bull market happens. It's this one. And in this stage, most of the people are like in a doubt. They start to doubt. Could this be a bear market? Or would we still reverse? That's what most people then think because they are already in a loss, but they are in denial with themselves. They are in complete denial that there is a bear market going on and that they are not able to take profits anymore. They won't be able to take profits anymore at the all-time high till a long time from now. And this is where most people start to or cut losses or still hold on because they think, what if we do reverse once again? And this enters us in the third stage. And this is right here where the actual bottom is formed. And here what happens is most exit in a loss and they scream that the bear market is real, prices will go lower. This is what they scream during those periods. And this is where a reversal eventually starts to happen. And guys, this is so common, and I think you might find yourself in this as well if you already have enough experience and went through a bear market, a full bear market, I mean. This is how most people see it. And funny enough, a bear market works in 3 stages. First leg, second leg, third leg. Very, very simple. Don't believe me? Well, look at this. We have this first leg right here. Take my tool. We have this first leg right here. Then we have some upside momentum. Second leg down, upside momentum, third leg down. So, second momentum and the third momentum. And this I remember very well because this was a stage that I entered in the crypto And this was a stage that I've learned so much. And in between, actually from here on, 2020 to here, this was my biggest learning stage. And I learned a lot about crypto then in general, and I really started to understand the market in its full perspective. Anyway, every market has three ways of bearish momentum. Bearish momentum, recovery. Bearish momentum, recovery. And then eventually what happens again is bearish momentum. And here the same happened like here. I remember here, and I was including one of those people, I saw this dip incoming. This was like, what, 50-60% in the day. I was like, I have to buy. So I'm starting to ladder in because I'm like, okay, we're going to go higher. We go again to 20,000, blah, 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 blah. Eventually what happened is, yeah, reversal happened. And I remember making like a few 100 euros. Nothing special though, but still, I made some money. And eventually what happened is the market went down again. Reversal happened. And I still thought, okay, market will just go higher and higher again. People are screaming that prices will go higher. So it must be true. I went off on the majority. So what did I do is I trusted the majority. And here's the thing, in crypto or in general, everything financially related, the majority is always wrong. If the majority was right, everybody would be rich. Think about it in that way. If you see everybody on Twitter suddenly scream when Bitcoin is at 100, let's say 140K, and everybody starts to scream, we go to 180, 200,000, 250,000. Make sure to exit the markets and start to ladder short positions instead, because the majority is always wrong. And this is what happened here. We'll go higher, didn't happen. We'll go higher, didn't happen. And this here, I was like, fuck, do I really need to sell or do I just buy one more time? And I did a smart thing and I accumulated. I didn't give up. Basically held through this whole stage, this whole fucking bear market. I bought more here. Eventually over time started to make money. But eventually I realized that there are three stages of the bear market. First wave, second wave, third wave. Then our last bull market, the same thing happened, guys. First leg down. And this, I had the same perspective. I was like, well, this pattern looks familiar. We might just really make one leg higher and then eventually go lower. And once I realized that we didn't reclaim back above this level right here, I was like, okay, yeah, it's really time to exit the market. And then eventually I started to slowly accumulate here and aggressively here. But then the second stage was here, and then the third stage was here. And many of you might remember this stage very well. I'm not sure if a lot of you were already in here, but if you were already in here, you were most likely as well. This will not be the top just yet. We will still see slightly higher, probably 100K income before we go down. Didn't happen. We had a slow, small recovery. Didn't do nothing significant. A lot of people here already screamed again, we're gonna make a new all-time high or head and shoulders pattern, whatever it was that we would revisit at least close to all-time high, whatever it was. And guess what happened here? So many people screaming to be back bullish and boom, a full-blown bear market. Slow recovery. And here people started to scream that yes, we will go lower, 12K, 10K, 9K, 8K, blah, 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 blah. What happened was we hit the bottom at 15K. So many people were screaming for 10K, 9K, the 9.5K gap on the CME futures chart. All came to discussion. And guess what happened? The majority here, where's my text tool? There. Majority went bearish. And guess what happens, guys? The majority was wrong once again, and we saw upside momentum. And then basically the same cycle happens. We have this upside momentum here. We started to consolidate. People were screaming, we still will go to 9K and 10K. We will still visit 12K. And prices went higher, guys. Prices went higher. Same here. We will fall lower. We will retest 30K. We just wicked a little bit and we went higher. Same here. We hit 55 or 54K. People were screaming for 30K, excuse me. and the price just reversed again. The majority is always wrong, and a bear market has three stages to go through. And that's what you really have to remind. You have to understand that the first leg down in the bear market is the most unbelievable one, because you're like, we might still recover. We slowly do recover to eventually just make a lower high and collapse to the downside. Very, very simple to understand, but you have to be aware. You really have to use this information for your own good, because this could only play in your advantage in the next bear market. Why? Let me give you already a game plan ahead. Let's say Bitcoin hits 150K, right? Suddenly, what's gonna happen is you're not gonna time the top unless you start to ladder shorts from here on, for example, and just ladder on shorts till we top out and then we collapse. Great, you're gonna make some good money. What's gonna happen is we slowly gonna reverse to the upside, and this is where, if you are smart enough and you take this video serious and you believe history, because this is literally just a historical pattern, you could ladder your shorts here again along the way to take the biggest leg down again in the bear market. And that's how simple planning could make it, and understanding of how cycles work. It's very, very, very simple, but you have to take this forever in your mind and into your subconsciousness, because most of the people forget this. But this information is literally what can make or break you between being a profitable investor and a profitable trader. This can be used for trading as well. Literally can be used. Again, guys, you could likely, unless you ladder up front, but you will likely miss the top to short. But you can make the recovery and start to short the fuck out of it and take the second and third leg down, because those legs will be very profitable. Or excuse me, not those legs, but those waves will be very profitable for you, and you can make some good banking on top of your bull market profits. Because most people, once Bitcoin goes above 100K, so many people will scream 150, 200K. And guys, that's where you should start laddering positions to short and go down, because the majority is always wrong. All right, guys, see you in the next video.